Before this episode starts, I just want to drop a little editor's note here. Dan's mic was absolutely broken.
Pyrocynical, as you may know him.
So, yeah, that's kind of what we were working with. Apologies. And so, yeah, basically the audio that's coming out is the external mic, which was on my on my phone. So, enjoy. Bear with us and enjoy the episode.
Alrighty. Thank you for joining me, Niall. Pyrocynical, as you may know him. It may be a little cringe, but I'm going to ask you what you do for a living to start it out.
I bully people on the internet. Hiding behind my computer screen, and I get paid for it. So all in all, and then like every 7 to 8 months, I might release like an actually good video. But you know, apart from that,
Slop on the side though.
Oh, slop, yummy slop.
That's where the money comes in.
It actually is legit. It's like because I'll use stuff on the slop channel to fund the main channel. Mostly, I mean, I'm kind of greedy anyway. But like, so it's like with the main channel at the minute, I've actually looked at like, you know, really amping up like production and stuff. Like I'm getting an animation done for the next video. That's like the team costs like 20K.
Oh really?
And then I'm getting like character portraits for another main channel video. That was like 15K. Oh. So it's good that you can like make slop. Because the best thing is about slop, I love that word so much. I love that word slop. But it's like you can use the money from it to put it into stuff you actually care about. Because honestly, like it's like you interviewed Charlie as well, right? It's like, you know, I imagine that I'd be the same with him on the level of like, when you finish recording a video, you almost just get kind of like stun locked and you're just like, what the fuck did I even record? Because it's just that meaningless, right? And then
just like runs it.
Yeah, then you just go to the next one, to the next one, to the next one. That guy's got some serious fucking stamina though, holy shit.
Gotta stop stealing your content.
I think it's more me stealing from him to be fair, but no, it's so genius, because at the minute, I'd say the 3 biggest overlaps is you've got me, Critical, and then you've got, you know, Ludwig?
Yes.
So he's got a channel called Morgz Mum where he uploads like, you know, just kind of story of the week type stuff, just reading tweets and that. But like all of it is, one of my friends made this really good analogy, is like it's all slop from like different fast food chains. Like one is McDonald's, one is Five Guys, one is KFC, but at the end of the day it's all fucking slop, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's great like whenever there's a single topic on like some big happening. Like, you know, Mrs. Ukulele Apology.
Yes.
Yeah. So
of course.
What was her name again? Miranda Sings?
Yeah, I don't know, she like changed her name when she but she still does
playing the ukulele. But I remember when that came out, it was like, okay, so I need to fucking cover this as quick as possible. Because if I don't, Charlie does it. Have you seen the film There Will Be Blood?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so you know the bit at the end where Daniel is like saying like, I drink your milkshake.
Yes.
Literally Charlie stealing my views. Like if we upload something, like I will see a video and it'll be like 1 out of 10. You know, like 1 out of 10 being the best, 10 out of 10 being the worst.
Yeah.
So like it'll be a 1 out of 10. I'll be like, holy shit, that's fucking great. And then Charlie will upload his and it will drop straight to like 8 because all the views are slurped. And then it'll also come up and say like other channels that your audience watches.
Oh yeah.
And then it'll always be critical. It'll be like, it's genius. Like I'm getting
to box each other.
Yeah, I think he's got a sleeper build. He'd beat the fuck out of me. I think.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, how tall was he? I think I'd have a height advantage, but he's got that sleeper build.
Yeah, he's.
Oh, there might be a chance.
I think you would beat him. Although, celebrity boxing always doesn't have the best track record. So.
If I get to wear like knuckle dusters underneath the gloves, there might be a chance.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you about the most important question of the day, which was Elon Musk versus Zuck.
Oh my god.
And who do you think would win? I need like a detailed.
Did you see that his mom stepped in to say the fight's been cancelled? Elon Musk's mom?
Yes.
That's so genius.
He needs his mom to bail him out.
Who would win? I don't know, because like they're both in a competition of like trying to look like a human, like pass as a human. Yeah. Especially Mark Zuckerberg, he's winning that one. Looks like a fucking alien. But like, the thing is, I thought Elon would win, because I saw some pictures of him with like Kanye and that. He looked a little bit out of shape, but then he actually got back into shape. But he's always had like a bit of like muscle on his arms and stuff.
Yeah.
So like some biceps and that.
Some like dad muscle.
Yeah, exactly. Like the good side of a dad bod, just not the gut that comes out.
The dad strength.
The dad strength. But Zuckerberg kind of did. I think he's got the same like kind of sleeper build, like Critical. Did you see that he flexed about doing the Murphy workout? Did you see that?
No.
Okay, so Murphy workout is like running a mile. I think it's like 1,000 press-ups, 1,000 sit-ups, 1,000 crunches, and then running another mile. Oh. It's kind of like a fucking One Punch Man workout. But he did that, and you need to do all of it every day while wearing like a weighted vest that's 20 pounds or more. So he did all of that, and then he took a selfie of himself in the mirror, and he looked. I mean, I was too busy like looking. Yeah, I was too busy looking at his fucking forehead, how massive it was. But yeah, no, he was actually pretty shredded.
He's a master though, like of jiu-jitsu or something like that.
That's right. That's right.
Tournaments and shit.
Yeah. He Elon has a bigger weight advantage. I think he has a height advantage as well. But yeah, I just love to see it. Like
What will happen though? Like for real, or do you think it's all kind of like they're beefing right now on Threads versus Twitter. Twitter.
Oh, did you see that? Did you see that he called him a cock?
Yes.
Zuck the cock. That was so genius.
I thought it was a parody account, but he's like legit. Like, I will fight you. Like, and you're stealing my shit, and I'm gonna sue you too.
Well, it's the reason why he got Twitter. Like, he got Twitter pretty much just entirely out of spite.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, there was even rumors at one point that he was like, he shadow banned like his ex-girlfriend Grimes on Twitter just out of spite. Like, literally just, knows that she's using Twitter, so just buys it just to like spite her. Obviously, there's other reasons, but
he's spiteful, man, for sure. Yeah.
I mean, who would win though?
Who you calling? Official call right now.
I think like I'd like Elon to win because Elon would like go up on the stage like, yeah, just beat like the shit out of him. It was good. And then if I don't know, I feel like Zuckerberg is like that much of a robot. He would like analytically know like where to strike.
Yes.
Just like all the weak points coming up, like a fucking video game or something. I'd say Elon.
I'd say Elon.
Yeah, I'd say Elon.
I think Zuck, but I think it's a good fight. So hopefully we see it. Yeah.
It's genius how it will probably happen as well because they're literally just both billionaires, and when you reach that point of being so successful, you just get fucking bored. Like nothing hits anymore.
Yeah.
Like you have like super yachts, you have parties on, get bored of that. So yeah, I imagine fighting. They probably actually both like felt something like an emotion in the past like 20 years. So then they're like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it.
You're chasing that feeling.
Yeah, definitely.
I want to ask you too about TikTok in general. You won't offend me. You won't. What do you think is like the most cringe genre on TikTok, and like what do you think of TikTok as a whole, as like a YouTuber primarily?
Yeah, there's this one genre I don't like. It's this guy and he goes around, he says like, what do you do for a living? It's just,
that guy sucks.
Fucking leave them alone, bro. They're trying to just live their lives.
Yeah, I agree.
What's cringe? Honestly, I like TikTok for two reasons. One, because of like, it is such a content farm. Like there is so much. Like I really want to uninstall it on my phone. You know how many people go through that cycle, right? I remember like Mr. Beast was like doing an interview saying that he uninstalled TikTok because it's just counterproductive. But for me, it's kind of productive because I can scroll through it and be like, okay, that's a complete degenerate. I'm making a video on that now.
Yeah.
I think there's positives to it. It's great for me for content. I tried posting on there, like some of the stuff does well. It's more just kind of like I mean, it is insane though, like short form content. There's a guy called. What's his fucking name? He just hit 10 million subs.
On YouTube? The Sand Tesla guy?
No, it's I forget his name, but so he just does like stuff like how he went to a country, I think it was Norway or Finland, where they still believe like trolls exist. Oh. So he posted that video, and that got like 700,000 views in 2 weeks. But then he just condensed the video into a short, like a TikTok.
Yeah.
Like didn't add anything else. All he did was just make it vertical, subtitled it. 7 million views in like 3 days. It is insane. Like obviously the problem is though, like it's the conversion, right? Because it's like turning that into, obviously turning the short form content into money is so much harder to do compared to, I mean, we talked about that earlier, like the long form content. I think the one kind of content I fucking hate, and I think this is entirely in the UK, I'm not sure if you get it in America, because each country you go to will have like, it goes to your region. So like, for example, like we're in Amsterdam now, I keep getting fucking Dutch ads. I'm like, what the fuck is this woman saying? I can't understand it. The Dutch accent is so aggressive, by the way. Have you heard it?
Sounds,
it's guttural, right?
People yelled at me, I'm like on a bike and they're like, and I'm like, what the fuck? What are you saying?
It's all the weed they smoke just destroyed their fucking throat. The one kind of content I don't like is I mean, it's good because I do videos on it, TikTok lives.
Oh my god, I hate them so much.
So like there's two kinds. You've got in the UK, you've got these people that are just like complete degenerates, and they're obviously baiting, like, they're doing what people do on Twitch, like begging for subs and stuff, right? They're like, oh please, give me a cat,
like
give me. And then have you
you
seen those fucking ones? Oh my god! I mean, I ate good after making videos on them, believe me, but I still wish they were all gone. You know the ones where it's like it'll be someone. I don't even know what kind of content to call it. It's like they're about to complete a challenge, but they never do.
Yes, like peeling an egg.
That's right. Or like, it's like the fucking pyramid of like nuts that you screw on.
Yes, yeah.
And they're trying to put the last one on. And then they'll have a note in the background say like, if you give me a cap, like, one of the TikTok super chat things. Yeah. Then I'll remove a nut. And it's just so obviously a pre-recorded video. So like, they'll get to the last nut, and they'll literally just be dangling it for like 20 minutes. And I just think like, how the fuck? Like, I mean, I almost kind of respect it, but I also want them dead. It's just
honestly. And I don't know how TikTok allows that. I'm like, can I get rid of the live feature?
It's like, there's another one as well. It's like someone will have like a calculator open on their computer, like on Google or something, and it will be like 9999999, and it's about to hit like 1 billion or something, but they never actually reach it. Yeah. It's always that shit where it's like, it's just about to hit the peak, and by the time you wise up and you realize, okay, it's never hitting, and you leave, like 50 other people have joined.
Yeah.
That's why, like, I see people on TikTok that are just talking and that, and they get like 200-300 viewers. But then if it's like one of these shitty little dangling a nut to like save my wife's life, like there are like 12K views because it's just fucking kids. They click on it, and they're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
People get their disabled children too, and they're like.
That's right.
They're
Oh my
fucked up,
god,
and like,
yeah.
And they're like, help us.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? It's crazy.
It's like the kid is just like struggling to breathe, and the mom's like, thanks for the cap.
Yeah,
Thanks for the cap award.
it's a whole fucked up subgenre that's really awful, honestly.
It's like they're not even doing it for good money though either, because it's like isn't TikTok's cut pretty aggressive? It's like
I think it's it might be like 75% or
no
at
way.
least 50%.
Wait, they take 75?
Yeah, it's nuts, and it doesn't even convert. Like you get like crystals or whatever the fuck.
That's right.
And then it like converts. Like they take a huge cut. It's awful.
Yeah.
TikTok's pay in general is awful. Like it's $20 per million views, roughly $20 to $30 per million. So like. You have to make like
sponsors.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, fuck me.
I haven't done a Bang Energy ad yet.
I was gonna say, like, have you done one? Have you caved
No,
in?
we want to actually do a parody. It's in my like list of like videos to do, like making fun of like Bang Energy.
Yeah.
Because they're like holding the can, like doing whatever they're doing, and it's like in the background. And, like,
it's just they're not even trying to hide it. Eh? It's like whenever Logan Paul like leaves the house, he always needs like a bottle of Prime in his hand or something, you know, because he knows like paparazzi are gonna. Yeah, I remember like when he goes to like a Super Bowl game, he had it propped up on another bottle just so people taking pictures could see the Prime bottle.
Yeah.
It's like it's genius how like him and KSI probably think they're masterminds, but it literally just is like marketing for 12-year-olds.
Yeah,
like,
you see the video of them like body slamming KSI.
That's
like,
right. He's dressed up in the huge bottle. Yeah.
There's no limit to what they'll do for the views. Although I will say they've been making a killing. Like whatever they're doing with these children, I don't know what they're putting in.
Yeah, no, it's they don't even own the company though. I think they own. I think it's Bar and Craft that own it or something, but they own like 20%. I don't know whether it's 20% each or 20% just in total.
Oh, really?
So they're actually not getting the biggest cut. They really are just like the spokesman.
Oh, really?
For it. Yeah.
So interesting. For YouTube content in general, though, I'm wondering, like, obviously short form content's like you can either cut clips or whatnot. I know you take like for your main channel, you just released a video. And how long did that take you to do? Like, what's your process like for a video that long? And like, are you planning these out like years in advance? Like, how does that all work?
I try to, but like the problem is it's almost kind of like ruined my fucking like my like hobbies and shit, because I love playing video games, but then it's like if I'm playing a video game now and I'm not turning it into a video, I'm kind of just like, what am I doing with my life, you know?
No, literally.
Yeah, no, like I just don't even enjoy video games unless I'm doing a video on it now, because I'll play it and I'll be like, yeah, exactly. It's like, holy shit, fuck me. I mean, the last one took about 8 months to make. The script writing is probably the most intense part of it, because it's like I don't have any script writers. I don't have any.
It's just you and.
Yeah, just me. So I'll get all the footage and then I'll script write it and then I'll pass it along to editors. But obviously, like trying to find an editor with like the same kind of wavelength as me, or like mental illness, whatever you want to chuck it up as, it's like really fucking hard to do.
Yeah.
Because like you can get like, okay, so let's say if you're making like if I was doing like a short or something, I could just send it to a guy, chop it up,
like
subtitle.
They do it for like $4.
Yeah, the fucking editing outlets and that. But it's it literally just like send it, subtitle it, whatever. Like anyone could do that, but like obviously to think of the jokes and stuff for me in the video, like it's
kind of gotta be the only guy to do it.
Yeah. I've got an editor, Ramska. His name's Matthew. Like I've had him for years, and he's great. He's like I genuinely don't think I could get another editor like that's on the same level as him. I'm trying to find other editors.
Yeah, it's like the same thing as ours, like a 2-man setup, because like I don't trust anyone else to do. And my videos are way more simple, but still like at least finding.
Oh, there's still pacing and stuff behind it though.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Because like on TikTok, it's so cracked out that like the first couple seconds of the like the first microsecond, if it's not completely engaging, people are swiping off. I feel like for any platform, it's like kind of an art form. But yeah, you have these 8-month crazy.
I'm amazed they do so well, because obviously like it's moved to such a short form content space now, right?
Yeah.
Like that video was like 4.5 hours, and I was like, okay, well if it gets like 1 million views in a month, I'll be happy. And then it got like 1 mil the first day, 2 mil the next day, 3 mil.
Crazy.
Slowed down a little bit now. I think it's like just another 5 mil in like a week. But no, I'm just really happy with it. I'm happy that it's out and stuff. Definitely.
Yeah,
like that took so fucking long.
Must be so satisfying though. Like seeing
yeah.
After all that work, how many ads are you putting on these videos?
Do you want to know?
No, yeah.
Are you talking about sponsor? I had one sponsor, but like, are you talking about
actual ads?
mid rolls?
Premium. So like, because I know it's 4.5 hours. How many like mid roll ads total?
Okay, so this is funny.
You give me the number.
Schlatt told me to do this. You put an ad every 2 minutes.
Oh really?
Like if you, I saw people screenshotting because they've got. the old YouTube player that still shows on the timeline where the ads are. You know, the little yellow markers.
Yeah. Oh, they got rid of that, right?
The fucking they got rid of it because people kept complaining about it.
Yeah.
So if some guy had like an older version of YouTube and he could still see the yellow mark, the entire fucking timeline was just yellow, just a yellow bar. But the thing is,
fuck it, it took 8 months to make.
Yeah.
Some money
the thing is, like, you've got to put them every 2 minutes because they don't always like play. They don't always like trigger. Okay. So it's kind of like I assume with someone like Mr. Beast who has like insane CPM and that, and like YouTube like completely on his back, they probably trigger every time for him maybe.
Yeah.
But for like people that aren't verified and stuff, there's usually a pretty low chance that they trigger. So it happened every like 20 minutes instead of every 2 minutes. Because honestly, if there was an ad every 2 minutes, like a 15-second unskippable ad, that video would not be on 5 mil. I think it'd be on like 3 views.
Yeah,
and everyone would be like,
cut it down.
Yeah, be like, can't be asked not watching this. Just click off it.
Do you have like tips for like what's like your go-to playbook if like someone was just starting out with YouTube to be successful? Like, do you have any like go-to for people?
Wake up at 3 a.m. every day. Go on a 15-kilometer run. Do 1,000 press-ups, 1,000 sit-ups. CEO mindset.
Mindset.
I don't know, like, what starting out with what? Something similar to me, or just like YouTube in general?
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I guess it's kind of interesting because each person kind of has their own signature style and whatnot. But like, do you employ like any like kind of like tricks and whatnot? Maybe tricks isn't the best word, but like, best practices to make a video like go viral for like the algorithm specifically for YouTube?
Honestly, I really need to. That's the last thing we do because it's funny because I remember Mr. Beast saying like he will come up with a title and a thumbnail, and if like the concept isn't good, he'll just scrap the entire video. Like if he can't get like a good title or thumbnail.
Are thumbnails important to you? Like
no, I'm the complete opposite. Like I remember like finishing the video and I was like, oh fuck me, I gotta think of a title now. I gotta think of a thumbnail now. And we literally just called it the name of the game, Cruelty Squad, and then we just put the thumbnail as like literally just a zoom in screen grab, not like any kind of like edited thumbnail or anything.
Oh, okay.
And then it just did well, and I was like, holy fuck, that was lucky.
It's kind of like how Moist does it too, just like fucking.
That's right, yeah.
It's more about the content than like the thumbnail, which is more important.
I just like the fact that you get people that will hire like, you know, thumbnail, not even thumbnail like editors, but thumbnail like fucking like CIA analysts, right?
Yes.
It's like, what color? Make the sky 3% more blue. Make
it's
the
like
grass
3% better if you do it.
Yeah, make the grass 5% more green. It needs to pop. It's like one thing I love about Mr. Beast thumbnails is like he's been photoshopped so much in his thumbnails, he doesn't look real anymore.
No, literally, I was just looking at the other day over his train one that he just posted. And like, he's like this, like fucking.
I just like his like, just like soy pointing.
It's crazy. It's like he knows it's. I don't understand how he does it, but we just filmed with him, and it's interesting because he's just so locked in that like we met him. Like, have you met him before?
Nah, never.
He's literally like, we showed up in Miami on a yacht, and it was like, hey, nice to meet you. Let's film. Okay, appreciate it. Bye. Like it wasn't like an amazing like, oh, he was a nice guy. He just was like, let's do it.
It was a bit formal. Like
he was just getting it done. Like he didn't have time for chit chat. He was just like, okay, we got it. Nice to meet you.
I imagine his schedule is like so fucking busy though, because you've got like I see him on TikTok all the time, and he'll usually collab with like whoever's like the flavor of the month, like whoever's like the biggest TikToker. But he literally must just be rushed. I remember he did another interview and he basically said, the only thing he's put in now that isn't videos is him working out.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he basically said like, and he's annoyed that he has to work out because it takes away from making videos.
Yeah.
It's like, imagine complaining about that. Oh yeah, that's right. He just sleeps at the office as well.
He flew us out to Miami literally to film a video for my TikTok. Like they have the budget for that shit. So, and I'm like, damn, they got fucking so much like money around there and like building up this brand so much that they're like, we're flying people to make content of him, basically, which is like so interesting. But like,
I mean,
high level.
I remember when there was like a studio tour of his offices, and he like the PCs that he gives his employees are like fucking. They could literally mine Bitcoin like overnight, like they're fucking supercomputers, and it's like you don't need PCs that powerful. It's actually insane.
Especially because I feel like the videos aren't that complex. But I wanted to ask too about like the changing nature of YouTube. Like, there's been like the rise of creators like that. Cringy thumbnails, but like you've been around on YouTube for 10 plus years, right?
Yeah.
So like, how have you seen it like change?
Oh, don't remind me how old I am. Fuck me. Oh. I can't even say I'm in my early 20s anymore because I'm 26. It fucking hurts, man.
I'm 25. We're for this.
We're dying.
No, literally, it's kind of
like for YouTube and TikTok standards, we're basically just like middle-aged men now.
Literally. I
remember seeing this TikTok once. It's like, to the older generation of TikTok, people born before 2000. It's like,
yeah.
What?
After 25, I was like, oh fuck, I gotta really soak up the end of the 20s here.
I remember seeing like there's like a TikTok and it's like me trying to relax, but it was like me trying to relax, but then I realised I need to be a billionaire and win an Oscar by age 30. And it's like, you know, just like, mood completely ruined. It's so genius.
We're
just
on the
always
way
comparing.
out for sure, you know, the life cycle.
I mean, YouTube hasn't changed too much, I don't think. Everything seems to come back in cycles. Like, I remember, like, Minecraft was pretty huge, like, years ago. You had a Yogg's cast and stuff, and then Minecraft kind of died, and then, like, the Minecraft community had that huge fucking resurgence. Like you've, like, Tommy in it and all that. It always just seems to be cycles. Yeah. Like the stuff that I do is pretty, like, the content I do now, like on the Slop channel, you know, it's just like, you know, it's like, I'm making fun of this child for 8 minutes. Like, that's pretty much what I did back when I was like, you know, doing commentary videos like behind the camera where I was like faking a deep voice and so I still don't know why.
Oh, you're like 16?
Yeah.
You're faking it.
It was so bad. It was so bad. It's actually.
I mean, it's tough being 16 on YouTube, you know, like yeah, especially on the internet with people roasting and whatnot. Yeah. I would have done the exact same thing, but that's what. Do you have any like stalkers, by the way, too? After all these years, like
honestly,
any, like, people or weird interactions.
Nah, I think the worst interaction I've had is like when you kind of meet a fan and it's not their fault. Like they kind of just don't really respect the boundaries and stuff a little bit. Okay. Like I had one once. Like he was a really nice kid. Like no hate towards him or anything, but like I was in a store and then you know he comes up to me. He was like, "How are you? Can I get a picture?" I was like, "Yeah, you know, just a little bit of small talk." Yeah. And then he like kind of lingered in the background a little bit, and you know when you feel like someone's watching you and you're almost looking at your peripherals more than your front vision.
For sure,
yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
exactly.
They're like on their phone, like making sure it's like.
Yeah. But he just like wouldn't go away, and then we even at one point like we were getting we were in like a Gucci store, so like they give you like alcohol, like champagne for some reason, probably just to get you drunk, so you make really bad financial decisions.
Of course.
And then the kid, like the guys thought the kid was with us, and he gets like a glass of champagne as well. I was like, no, like he's not with us. And then we bought, I swear I just bought some fucking socks or something. I went out the store, I tapped my girlfriend, and I said, okay, let's go. And I fucking ran 2 blocks just to get away. Yeah. Because I just thought like, okay, this kid, like as nice as he is, he's gonna linger around like all day, like just orbit. So I was like, nah, I need to get out of here. Nah, not really any stalkers or anything, to be fair. I think
doxing issues or anything like
that? Nah, I think I live too remote for it, because I do kind of live, like if someone were to like come to my house and that, it is literally in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's just kind of, it's not like it's a central location.
Not like in America where you got your AR-15 to defend your home from.
Dude, I'm actually scared of like living in America, because like the swatting and shit, that's just like unheard of in the UK.
Honestly. We were talking to Charlie and a couple other YouTubers about it, and like I brought it up, and he was like, literally like wanted me to move on from the question because he was like, "This shit is crazy. What's going on with some?"
Oh right, like he didn't want to make himself a target almost.
I mean, like he didn't even want me to mention it at all. Like I don't even know if he clipped it or whatnot. Like basically, like it's gotten to a level that's just insane with some of these streamers.
Because it's like I remember one where like someone got killed, someone's dog got flashbanged and died or something. But it really, like, what do they do? It's like they'll text, they'll use like a text service that the police have for deaf people, I think, and then be like, they'll just say like, you know, got a bomb, got a hostage, you know, making it sound like it's a fucking CS:GO map or something, and then just And
they still have to check it out. It's like even like people like Aiden Ross would be like, here's the number. If I get swatted, it's fake. Like here's the procedure, and they still have to have someone show up every single time, but they like know what happened. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, like fucking he. Yeah, I remember he got swatted and he was just filming it. He's like, I hope you guys are happy, just like, you know, filming it. Yeah. But it is like even people that I genuinely don't like, it's like, I don't think anyone should be swatted. I think that's fucked.
It's super fucked, yeah.
I like how brave that statement was. Murder's bad, by the way.
Yeah. Well, we'll give you an award for that later. Speaking of awards, I feel like we need to give you one for being above Morgz Mum still. Morgz Mum still.
Oh, what even? Bro, I gotta pull up my phone and say, that is old.
We just checked. She's at...
Is she even uploading anymore?
She hasn't been uploading for 6 months, a year or so.
Little Jill. It's actually been a year. It's fucking over. It's fucking Jova. Like, oh my god.
She's at like 3 point mil or so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like you won the battle there.
Actually did, to be fair. Like that's a fucking year. I want to say. How bad is that? That I feel bad and actually want Morgz and her mom to come back.
Yeah.
Like I'm that down bad for like some kind of content to make at the minute.
People in the comments are like begging her to come back.
Yeah. I feel like it's genius how like if you're like a hated creator, if you come back and you're like a little bit like self-aware, like semi-sarcastic, then she could just come back and be absolutely fine.
Like the best example I have is that what's that guy's name? He did like cringe YouTuber videos that were like pranks, and H3H3 made fun of him.
Isn't the one where he had like his whole family in on it or some shit like that? It's
Fuck, he's the lettuce guy, or what's that?
Joey Salads.
Joey Salads.
Joey Salads.
Joey
my
Salads.
God.
He came back and was like, yep, it was kind of cringe when I did the mask. And everyone was like, fuck yeah, that's solid, man.
I've noticed so many people that like they get exiled from YouTube and then they resurface on like TikTok. Like Sam Pepper's a good example.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, do you know him?
Yeah, no, I've seen videos. I didn't watch his stuff, but I see him on TikTok now, like, in foreign countries, like, messing with, like...
like Thailand and stuff.
Yeah, people are trying to sell him stuff, and he's, like, fucking with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the, like, OG people that went away.
He basically came the closest to shutting down my channel than anyone has ever tried.
Really?
Yeah, because I made videos on him, like commentary videos. And then he...
like copyright strike.
Yeah. So if you do like 3, there's like a countdown that starts in your channel. You know, like the fucking Death Star orbital laser charging. So I...
Like harassment, like bullying.
Yeah. He basically, because obviously I'd react to his videos and watch the videos.
Yeah.
But he would reference his videos as a way to do the actual strike on the channel, like, you know, the timestamps and stuff. So...
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
YouTube's so bad at, like, dealing with the creator on that, right? Don't they, like, side with, like, record companies and, like, whoever's
their support is awful. It's like I've got. I actually was in a meeting with YouTube because what they do is usually like every half year that they hook you up with like a YouTube rep. So this is someone that you personally speak to, like an email.
That one too,
Yeah. So I spoke to my guy, and then he says to me like, this is on my second channel where I live stream like daily, and then he says to me like, oh yeah, so here's some ways that it was actually just like, you know, like baby's first meeting. It was so bad. Like it's like his son made the presentation for him to show me. It was like he was saying, you know, you can increase your views by uploading more. What?
Crazy.
On a channel I upload daily. On what? Okay, my bad. Thank you. I'll upload twice a day now. Thanks, man. Holy shit. Fucking, I'm awake. And then he told me you should try live streaming as well. And it's like, oh fuck this. Like it was actually such a bad meeting.
Do you live stream ever, like on Twitch?
Oh, funny story about Twitch, yeah. So I'm shadow banned on there. No,
really?
well, not shadow banned. Like they took away my sub button, and I'm not an affiliate. So the only way I can make money off Twitch is by donations.
Oh.
So I can still stream on there, but yeah, basically like I kept applying for partner. I was hitting the goals. They kept blanking my emails.
Wow.
I don't know. I genuinely think someone in the UK offices just does not like me. Like,
really?
Yeah, no, genuinely. Like.
Beef with Twitch.
And then. Once you apply, it says we'll take up to 2 weeks to get back to you. They denied me like 4 times, and then I applied again, and then they kept me waiting for like 8 months, I think. Yeah. So at that point, I reached out to people that I knew in America, like, can you get me partnered? They did it instantly, and then someone in the UK offices found out, revoked me completely, and then they basically said like, we're never allowing you to be partner because you like solicited the American side of Twitch to be able to get partner, like you went beyond our back, and it's like, yeah, because you weren't responding to my emails.
That's crazy.
But honestly, it's a fat dub because like I stream on the same channel where I upload videos on. It's just kind of all in one place now. To be fair, I mean, at least I'm not on. You know, imagine I get kicked off Twitch and the only place I can go live is like TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm doing the fucking nut challenge.
Yeah,
like
you're fucking begging for.
Yeah. Please send me cap, please.
10 years, that'll be you. Yeah. Just begging for it.
Be all of us.
You're making these long games where you're working months on them. Has that had any effect on you? Is there any specific video game that you played that has like fucked with you basically by like playing it so much again and again?
I mean, yeah, Cry of Fear was like probably the worst one, I think. But like with me, if anything, this sounds really weird. The main channel videos, it's like therapeutic for me because I get to talk about a game I really like, and then I get to explain all of it and then break it down, and just the whole process of doing that, like it literally is like therapy for me. Like it's really good.
Okay.
It's I really enjoy doing it. But yeah, I remember like Cry of Fear, like in the opening, you have this message where it says like. This game, you know, like a lot of scary games will have a message saying this is scary, you know. I feel that's almost kind of bait, you know, to kind of hype yourself up a little bit.
Yeah.
But this one will literally say you can have heart failure and you might want to commit suicide after it. And I was like, okay, let's turn the edge maybe down from 10 to like a 9. Set it down a little bit. But no, I enjoy doing them, and I think Cry of Fear like had a really long effect because like what I do in some of the videos, I'll do like an outro montage of like I'll put like some music I'll get the rights to, and that song was by Echo 2K and Blade, and those are like my fucking favorite artists.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you your favorite music artist.
Have you heard of them?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I was gonna say because like everyone that listens to them, they are some kind of degenerate in one way or another. Like there's no way. They're both Swedish as well, and obviously like I go to Sweden like every other month or so. Like it's such a good country.
Have you ever done a video with PewDiePie?
Have I?
Yeah.
I wanted to, but he fucking ghosted me. I remember me. I've met up with him twice now. He's really nice, by the way. Such a nice. Yeah, he's obviously fucked off to Japan now.
Yeah, that's wild.
When I met him, he was a lot quieter than I thought he'd be.
Okay.
Not in a negative way, but the thing is, with a lot of Swedish people, probably generalizing a bit, but like they don't actually like small talk. They call it dead talk in Sweden. So it's like, yeah, so like before we set up and stuff, we just did like a bit of small talk to kind of like, just get like...
He'll just get right into it?
Yeah, exactly. So he'd kind of just, having a conversation with him was sometimes a little bit, I guess, awkward. But also at the same time, like, when I meet other YouTubers, it doesn't really faze me, but when I met him, I was fucking fanboying, right? But I was trying not to.
You're like nervous, yeah.
I remember like the first thing he did when he came out with his, at the time, like, girlfriend, Marzia. And then he just pointed at my shoes and I was like, he just goes, those are shit.
What? You're just a savage.
He's like, those shoes are shit.
That's wild, though. Have you had any other like fanboy experiences, like meeting creators that you've like gotten really nervous around?
The only other one was like you're my biggest fan. It was Ego Raptor, I think. Do you know him? He's like an animator.
Yes, I've heard.
So when I was doing an event called Insomnia, which is in the UK, doing one this year, by the way, quick shill. It was.
Go.
I met Ego Raptor was sharing a stand with me, and he's like a tall bastard. He's like his height.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I met him, I kind of froze up a little bit, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, because usually like when I speak to people, I'm like, okay, yeah, it's whatever, like it is what it is. But like with him, I actually like kind of froze up. Now this is going back like 4 years ago, I think. Okay. But I'm trying to think if I met a YouTuber now, if I would like actually fanboy over them.
Yeah.
I don't think I would. No, I'd probably just, if I met one of them, I'd probably just be like, oh shit, I made a video on this guy.
Yeah.
Like I've just been sat behind my computer talking shit about people online for like the past 7 years and like actually meeting one of them in person.
Do people get pissed at you also? Like, have you had any like legal action taken against you for a video?
I think the Sam Pepper thing was probably the worst, to be
really?
fair. Yeah.
Okay, so no one's like sent over like, I don't know how the rules are different over in the UK, but like in America, like people are suing everyone for anything. Like you can sue someone, doesn't mean
it's
win.
like Nikocado Avocado. He's got like, you know that guy, right?
Yeah.
Have you interviewed him?
No. Is he in America? Is he in the? He's in the US, right?
Yeah.
He's the guy that has the fucking like nose thing. Like he's fat as fuck now.
Are you sneezing or crying?
What are you doing? He's laughing. He's like laughing. Coughing.
Sorry. Laugh, sneezing, coughing.
Is he like? He went from like 150 pounds to like 500 pounds.
Yeah, I reckon there's like a sugar daddy situation going on there where like someone's paying him money to like stay like that, definitely.
Do you think his nose thing though, like he has that like mask that he puts, the apnea mask? Do you think that's like for show? Because obviously he's doing it in like thumbnails, but like...
He's lost a bit of weight now actually,
Oh really?
He's still like fat, but like he's less fat. I guess that's like a bit of a positive. But no, he has like 5 ongoing lawsuits. I know YouTubers that have collabed with him, and he makes them sign like an NDA and stuff.
Oh,
like he's very like analytical behind the scenes. Like I remember he did an interview with Umperville. Do you know Umperville?
Yes.
So like yeah, I remember like he was so funny that like he basically made Nick just like break character. He sat there in his little mobility scooter and he just still ends up laughing at the stuff like Umperville's saying.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's definitely playing a character because obviously like if he's playing a character, he's fucking hated. But at the same time, like he makes fat fucking stacks, right?
So much money, honestly.
Yeah.
He's kind of genius with it. It's kind of like people hating on like Jake Paul, people like that, like for like riling people up.
Yeah.
And like we just did a video of Jake Paul and like he's kind of like soft spoken in real life. Like I was trying to get him to like hype up the fight and he was like, "Nah, man, like I don't really want to, say that. That's kind of like a little crazy." And I was like, "What? Really?"
I feel it's like a lot of YouTubers or like a lot of e-celebs you meet, they are like quite different in person. A lot will be like a lot more reserved. Because it's like when you're speaking in front of a camera, you're trying to get people's attention. I mean, you know that more than me because obviously you do TikTok. You need to get someone's attention or they'll just scroll onto one of those fucking shitty lives again. Yeah, it's. I think a lot of YouTubers you meet in person are actually a lot more mild, to be fair. Yeah, it's crazy with Jake, like how he's almost taken like the dark path and then his brother Logan has taken like the light path.
Yeah.
It's so weird how like they were both hated and then Logan was hated more, but then like Jake kind of took that throne and now Logan is actually liked, like in the general.
People really like him now.
Yeah, I remember when he proposed to his girlfriend recently, and and that was really well received. Like no one was dunking on that or anything.
Yeah.
So you really can clear up your public image if you try.
Yeah, I think it just takes time, honestly. Yeah, after the suicide force.
Yeah. that little incident.
I got a good video. Wait, what were you gonna say, Blake?
I made a severe and
continuous lapse in my judgment.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking.
It's genius how like before he grew out the facial hair, and and he was clean shaven, he actually just looked like a baby, like a toddler, like a giant
Kind
toddler.
of punchable face, and now he's like, now that he has kind of like the, the going, it's like
it's literally just like I've always said, facial hair is literally just makeup for men.
Yeah.
Like it can raise you. If you're like a 4 out of 10, if you grow a beard, you'll jump up to like an 8.
Can you run a beard?
Can I?
Yeah.
I've never tried.
Really?
I literally shave like every. I don't know whether it's like an OCD thing, but like just force a habit. I'll shave every single day.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. Like I mean, like shave.
Like I literally like even if I feel stubble, it's like it needs to go.
Okay.
But I think the most I've done is like 5 days of trying to grow it, and it does come out in like patches and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want it to have like imagine like I could only grow like a fucking Hitler mustache like nothing else like.
You're uncancelable though.
Yeah.
In our opinion, we think.
True.
Unless there are certain exceptions, but we were talking about this earlier. I feel like cancellation kind of like a state of mind. Like if you make the apology video with the fucking ukulele, or
my
like
God.
where you're fucking, you're like sitting there.
I'm amazed that she made that and no one said like before she sent it out. Like you can really tell when someone puts out a response and they've had no one else to peer review it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think genuinely with being cancelled, it's like the only ways you really get cancelled is if you let it get to you and quit.
Yeah.
Or you fucking go to jail.
It's like because people like Steve will do it. For example, like they get canceled by YouTube. Like have you heard about his YouTube account got like completely taken down?
No, what?
Now
Oh yeah.
So like their account will get banned if they even feature him. Like YouTube has officially been like any blanketed video with Steve will do it in it will get taken down. So someone like him though, if he gets canceled for doing something and people try to get mad at them, they'll literally be like, "Fuck you, we don't care."
Yeah.
And then everyone loves it even more. Like unless you do something crazy, I feel like if you lean into the cancellation, you're like, "I did it and I don't give a fuck."
Yeah.
They're like, "Yeah," depending on your audience. Obviously.
Yeah. From personal experience, like if you literally just like go front and center, and you just come out with it straight away, and don't try to like pussyfoot around it, like it is literally your fan base will just defend like no matter what, pretty much.
Yeah. I don't know, like the 2012 tweets that people make. And
obviously, like there are exceptions. I'm not,
Yes.
just gun someone down the street and then do an apology video. Yeah, I killed him.
Yeah, literally. but pretty much.
It's like I'm gonna take a break. I've learned to be a better person.
What did Donald Trump say? He said, "I could shoot someone in the center of." Literally, this is what Donald Trump said. Speaking of people that like people defend a lot, but he's like, "I could shoot someone in the center of Times Square. People would still defend me."
Bro,
that's what he said, and people were like, "Fuck."
You know that he watched that episode of The Boys where Homelander just kills someone in public.
Oh yes.
Have you remember that the season finale? That's right. The very end of like the latest season, he literally just kills someone, like laser eyes them, and then everyone kind of pauses and then they applaud him.
Yes.
Trump watched that probably at 3 a.m. He's like, "That's me."
Yeah, literally. The cult fan.
You know, like the Ryan Gosling meme where it's like, he's literally me.
No.
So fucking hell, this is meta. So. American Psycho, like Patrick Bateman.
Of course.
So obviously Ryan Gosling, who's in Drive, is in Blade Runner.
Yeah.
These are like very conventionally attractive men.
Yes.
So
Sexy men.
and their archetype is like I'm quite depressed. I'm quite less sad.
Yes, yeah.
So like what
Yeah.
what they'll do is like you'll get these like 14-year-old boys, right?
Oh,
and they'll just get dumped by their girlfriend. They'll see like Ryan Gosling in a film like performing sad, and they'll be like, "Whoa, he's literally me."
Oh yes.
So
yes.
that's where it comes from.
It's
that
the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like this Andrew Tate effect kind of like thing where people are like, "Yeah, things are tough for me and I'm like 15 years old." And yeah, they'll like use him in like the core videos.
Oh, that's right. And they'll have like sad music from like Aphex Twin playing over it or something.
It's like Blade Runner with like the "I can fix that."
Yeah.
That
Like,
comes
you
out.
look lonely.
Yeah. American Psycho, him, like there's kind of like the
They're called like Sigma edits or something, but it's genius. Like they try to imagine that they're like Christian Bale when he was like at the peak of his fucking physical fitness, like doing 1,000 crunches a day. When in reality they're just 14, they just fucking drink Coke and play Fortnite all day.
Yeah, they got a real tough life.
It's like, he's literally me.
Yeah, I have a good video too idea for you. I mean, people probably say that all the time, but do you know who Joshua World of Shirts is, the King of New York guy?
Why do I know that name?
So he's this guy that goes in the center of Times Square.
Oh my fucking god! I know who you're on about.
And he's been on this downward like trajectory where like
it's kind of sad. Isn't he like a fucking alcoholic now? I follow him on TikTok.
Yeah.
I follow him on TikTok and it's genius. You can tell he just doesn't enjoy the taste of alcohol at all. Like
no, he's literally throwing up.
He'll even drink a beer and just like physically like recoil. Like, ugh.
Yes. He would be an interesting. I believe you got to watch it all play out because there's still more to the chapter. But like, it all depends. Obviously, he's on the spectrum, so like, you might have people that are like, "Oh my gosh," but so it's a little more of a touchy subject. But like, his whole like arc is insane to me.
Yeah, I could kind of tell there was something up with him because like I've never seen someone open their mouth more to speak. And like he literally dislocates his jaw every time he speaks. It's insane.
Like,
It's like,
No,
I'll
sue you.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
I'll
what he said.
sue you.
I'm gonna sue you.
He keeps going to Iceland now. Have you seen that? Yeah, he keeps going to Iceland, being trolled, and then he just leaves. Like one of the guys, they literally took him out drinking, and then they just abandoned him in some like fucking highway or something.
They'll take his hat, like his captain's hat, and like
That's
in
right.
Vegas, he had like some stalker YouTuber that was like kind of following him,
Yeah,
messing with him. So yeah, I mean people fuck with him, but like also he's like running up to people in public being like, "I'm gonna sue you. You have no job." So that could be an interesting one.
I might actually do that. That could be like a deep dive because that guy is absolutely hilarious.
I don't think any like big YouTuber has done like there's been like small accounts that like done a little bit, but I haven't seen a big.
How does he
YouTuber
make
cover.
money? Is it just lives?
He complains about making no money, but he actually made a lot of money recently doing a what is that called where you get in front of cameo. But
No way.
But it's bad because somebody told him to say, what did he say? He said he didn't really understand like what some of the questions were, and someone told him to say porch monkey. He didn't know what it meant, so he was like, he literally said, "I'm gonna whip you, you porch monkey," and then like posted it.
I'm gonna whip you. Yeah, just that.
And then he got canceled for it, but and he was like, "I didn't know I couldn't say that," and it's like, oh god. So there's a lot of content there.
Just sipping a pint while doing the apology video.
So I need you to tell me about Morgz Fest, for those that don't know. Give us a speed run of what exactly happened there. It's one of the most iconic.
Okay, so that was like fucking trying to break into like Fort Knox. That was fucking hard. So what he did was before the event, he apparently told all the staff, he had like a list of YouTubers with like pictures of our face, like fucking mugshots. And it was like, if this guy approaches, you cannot let them in. And it was like me, Willany, a bunch of other YouTubers
Where
as well.
was this at exactly?
This was in Sheffield in the UK.
Okay, yeah.
So he did a meet and greet for all of his fans, and then loads of YouTubers tried to sneak in just for like content.
Yeah.
Obviously, like the content was trying to get into the event, not actually in the event, because once you get in the event, you're basically like a fucking nonce because you're literally just around like a bunch of like 10-year-olds, right?
Yeah.
Because you go inside and it's like, wait, they're all just like 6. What the fuck am I doing
Meet and
here?
greets are cringe and make constantly. Now.
So so the main content was trying to get in the actual event. So we bought the tickets. I used my real name. I bought the most expensive package, which was like $150, where you get to meet Morgz, because I was like, okay, that'd be fucking stellar content.
Yeah.
But then, I bought the package. You had to send your ID over, like a fucking idiot. I sent my ID over, and obviously they used that. It's like, oh shit, it's him. Okay, cancel. So then they cancelled it. They refunded it. And then they locked me out the website so I couldn't use it. So I went to a bar, I was with my editor and I was like, okay, I'm basically on suicide watch now. I'm not going to get into Morgz Fest. But there was a guy at the bar and he let me use his phone and actually use his ID. So I literally used his ID, just fucking lied. Then, that's not what happened. I couldn't use the ID because the package to meet Morgz was gone. That's right, yeah. So you can only get general access. You didn't need an ID for that. So I used another guy's phone on a fresh browser to buy the general access ticket. So I got that email to me, and then we queued up for it, and then obviously they fucking recognised who I was. I was there wearing like a Supreme poncho. Oh, yeah. I literally just looked so fucking dodgy, it was unreal.
It's almost like the iDubbbz going to channel.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously, you're not saying what he said.
And then Will and E pulled up as well. He was like, literally, like he came so much more. I actually have no idea how my video got more views than his, because his was so much more planned out. Mine was just like talking about. Well, one thing I love about those kinds of videos where you like do excursions and that, or like trying to get into an event or doing something, like post narration fucking clutches it so much. It's like YouTube been saying the whole time, like, oh, we'll do that in post, but it actually fucking clutches. But yeah, went up to the gate, they wouldn't let me in, and then I said to them, have you heard of Raid Shadow Legends? Because I was hoping to get a raid sponsor.
Yeah, of course.
Didn't even get the fucking raid sponsor, so that got kept. So literally they got free fucking promotion from that. Will at one point, I think he got like a pram with like a fake child in there trying to get in, and they realised it was a face mask. They wouldn't let him in. So as a bit, he took the kid out and at the pram, just like a little doll. He was like threw it on the floor and he started stamping on its head and stuff as well. Like just in front of the fucking staff, and they're just like horrified. But yeah, it's so genius.
Alcatraz trying to escape.
It's so genius how many YouTubers tried to actually sneak into that event. Like it was actually like a fucking like Black Ops mission or something. Like the mission starts in Black Ops and you see all the info and it slowly gets redacted. Like
yeah. That's wild. Same with you're talking about excursions. Binley, Mega Chippy.
Oh my fucking god.
Like what happened after
I have
that?
never known a meme to have a shorter shelf life in my entire life.
That's true.
That lasted like a week. I remember
true.
all the YouTubers were like trying to flock to it, and then it was like, oh, it's dead.
Yeah.
I mean, I queued up there. I went in there. I bought a fucking pickled egg because it's not the only thing. Apparently, the food in there was dog shit because they were making so much.
Yeah, I don't know how they ramped up because they normally have like.
You had
what,
so many fucking UK TikTokers there. It was insane. Like you had one guy, and he just pulls out like this stereo player, and he just starts fucking beatboxing in front of the Chippy, and I was just like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Do you have people walking up to you like in Amsterdam where we're at right now? Like, do you have people walk up to you on the streets all the time, or like?
It depends where I go, to be fair. One thing I've noticed since dropping Cruelty Squad, it's happened a lot.
Okay.
Like an insane amount. Because I think it's like a lot of people would only watch Pyrocynical, they don't even know the second channel exists.
Oh.
And then they'd get a notification and be like, oh shit, this guy's still alive.
Okay.
And then, it's happened quite a lot. I mean, in Sweden, there was loads of fucking people. And
Can you live like a normal life? Can you like go to the shopping at the supermarket?
Oh, yeah.
If you go to an airport, for example, like, do you have people walking up to you all the time, or is it like only a couple people, or like?
It's usually a couple people, yeah. Because what I usually do is, I mean, you've seen them today. Like, let me get them. These are like, this is like my fucking Hitman disguise. So I literally just wear these, and no one recognizes me at all. No, this is literally my fucking Hitman disguise. It's
there
great.
we go. Okay.
So I usually wear them when I'm like out in public and stuff, and that usually saves it. But now, I mean, like a fair bit, yeah. It's weird as well when you go to other countries. You've probably had this, and you get recognized by like foreign fans, like non-Americans.
Yeah. You've had a couple people walk up to me, and I'm like, how the fuck do you know my shit?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's nice though, right? Like,
It's
like
cool,
it's
it's cool.
yeah, it's humbling.
Especially most of them are really chill. Like my age demographic's like actually older. It's like 25 to 35, which is interesting.
Okay.
I think like those people like buy cars and whatnot.
Yeah.
And everyone's like pretty chill, but like occasionally you'll get some people that are like, you're like, all right, I want to go, and they're like, come on.
Yeah, I this is why like I try to never be a dick to them, because it's like when they come up to you, they might just be nervous.
Yeah.
One thing I've noticed with my fans, the best thing is that the way to like kind of clear the room a little bit is almost like just to kind of they'll insult me, like they'll just say something just to like kind of get on my nerves and that, but I know they don't mean it. They're just saying it because like they're very awkward, and this is like their kind of way of communicating.
Okay.
So it's just like it's whatever, it's fine.
Yeah.
But I've never really had like a bad interaction or anything apart from what I mentioned earlier about the Gucci store where I had to like run fucking 2 blocks.
That's wild.
But no, it's nice, it's humbling. I know, for example, like PewDiePie, he refuses to like meet fans
Oh, really?
because he gets. I mean,
I think it's some crazy people that like want to kill him, maybe. Or, like,
I mean, he's been broke into, like his house has been broke into in Japan and stuff. But he
at that
basi-
level, yeah.
he basically refuses to take pictures with fans. Like
Oh,
if they
really?
come up to him.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah, and it sucks because like I sent him a TikTok of someone took. And it was obviously someone that, because I'd prefer, if someone recognised me, they just come up to me and say like, hello, get a picture, maybe small talk for a little bit.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's really awkward when they're awkward, because you don't want to come up to a random person who you think recognises you and be like, oh yeah, I am that YouTuber.
Yeah,
What's up?
yeah.
Because then it's like, fucking ego through the roof.
Douchey, yeah.
And also, they might not even be, you might just be getting in your own head about it a little bit, right?
Yeah,
So you always have to, like, rule of thumb, you always have to wait for them to come over to you first. But, yeah, I've had some, like, with this PewDiePie TikTok, it was like, these people were just following around like a museum, and they were just like filming him on their phone, just like holding the phone up the whole time. And yeah, and that must suck, man, because it's like, you'll definitely see that shit in your peripherals, right? Like, thinking about like, oh, I'm being filmed, because I get that a lot. If I'm in like a public space and someone's looking at me, all my attention will be then focused on that person looking at me. You kind of like psyop yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
But
they're coming.
I can see why he doesn't want to meet fans or like take pictures with
At
them.
that level, it makes sense. Like
even Mr. Beast, like he's had to get his windows tinted and stuff just because like fucking. I remember someone posted on Twitter like that they were trying to. They had like a cutout of that YouTuber Ryan Trahan.
Yeah.
They had like a paper cutout of him, a cardboard cutout, and then he takes a picture of it and he's like, "I'm in Greenville trying to find Mr. Beast," and then Mr. Beast literally replied saying like, "Fuck off."
Yeah.
Because it's so weird. Like that weird kind of stalking is like just normalized. Yeah.
With Mr. Beast especially too, everyone's just like trying to make content to like get to him, be like, show this Mr. Beast, like everyone.
One of my friends used to be an editor for Mr. Beast very, very briefly, and Jimmy ended up following that guy on Instagram, and the amount of fucking begs in his DMs were actually hilarious. It would just be like bot accounts where they've just got a picture of a fucking woman in a bikini with like huge milkers and that, and just like leaving Bitcoin addresses and stuff. And then you'd have the actual people begging that weren't bots, and they'd be like, they'd say how they're like from a war zone and they need financial support. It's like, this guy fucking edits for him, but they're obviously, and then the other half are like saying, can you put me in contact with Mr. Beast? And it's like, yeah, sure, Michael87 with 2 followers, I'll put you in contact, don't worry about it.
I get so many of those emails that, like, I'm sure you do too in your inbox, just people, like, begging for, like, money.
Yeah.
Like, so many people are like,
I don't
my
understand.
family's dying.
Yeah, I don't understand why they think it's, like, your responsibility. Like they watch your content and then it's like, no, it's not a charity. Like it doesn't...
It's like, I don't know you, I'm not going to send you $100,000.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Like, YouTubers, well, creators can do charitable stuff, like even like just directly charity or like giving away and stuff. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know, like there's almost like a little bit of entitlement there where it's like, can you send me money because I watch your videos?
Yeah, so AAA games right now. Quality going down.
Dog shit.
Basically, they're releasing these games, and they'll come out with it. It'll be dog shit, unplayable, and then they'll come up with these updates later. They promise. Like,
it's crazy how it's been normalized. It's like, we'll fix it later, because like early access and stuff, right? It's like, yeah, okay, you're buying into something that they're gonna update and fix later, like down the road, because they need the initial funding of you buying the game. It's almost like kind of an investment, right? But then you pay like $60, $80 to get like AAA games. Like Redfall that just came out.
Yeah.
That was complete dog shit. So it's like this vampire game, and the player count actually went to like single digits, like overnight. Like everyone shit on that game. And like Call of Duty as well, it almost like, they seem to focus more on like skins and shit than actually like fixing the game.
Yeah.
It's just,
They do, like Fortnite style.
I hate to admit it, but like AA or like indie games, like that's where it's at right now. Like there's this game I've been playing the shit out of called BattleBit Remastered. I don't know if you've heard of it.
No.
Okay, so have you heard of the game Battlefield?
Yes.
So the Battlefield franchise, so the latest one just came out. Well, it came out like last year. That game, Battlefield, was it 4 or 5?
5.
5. Yeah, so Battlefield 5 came out, complete dog shit, dead on launch. But then these 3 guys made their own version of Battlefield, and it looks like fucking Roblox. It looks like dog shit.
Yeah.
But it's fucking amazing. I can't explain it. It literally,
Really?
it's almost like in Roblox as well. Like in Roblox, you can get these game modes that are like actually really fucking fun, and you just think like, it's a kid's game. How's this fun? But there's this one I played when I was drunk, and it was called I think Weather Survival. So you're put on like a platform with a bunch of other players, and you're trying to like survive random weather events. So there'd be like a volcano that shoots lava like down.
Oh, okay.
There'd be a hurricane that knocks buildings over.
Like a party game with friends that you could play? Or
Yeah, exactly. Or there'd be like a snowstorm and you need to get inside or you'll freeze to death.
Oh,
cool. It's actually really fucking fun.
That's sick.
Like, I don't actually think... I think that's why as well, when I do videos on the main channel, like the game reviews, I don't really ever cover AAA games. Or if I do, there's like a reason behind it because of how good it was or how bad it was.
Okay.
Because there's just so much mediocrity. Like do you know...
shit.
You know for Spoken, you know that game?
I've heard of it, yes.
For the wrong reasons, probably,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
That game is just complete dog
Absolute
shit.
shit, right?
Yeah, it was literally just like Marvel. It's like if someone's entire catalog of like knowledge was just watching Marvel one-liners, like a compilation on YouTube, because that was the entire dialogue. It's like in the beginning you get this girl and she realizes she's got like magical powers, and she literally says as she kills these monsters afterwards, she goes, "Okay, yeah, that's something I do now." It's like, it's literally that Captain America bit going like, I understood that reference. It's like, fuck off.
It's just absolute shit now, basically, is where we're headed. PS5, how many games?
Big fat 0. There's no games.
Just no.
Not a single game.
Because you're wearing the shirt right here,
No.
baby. The November 10th.
There's a bit of backstory behind this, right? So my
Yeah.
friends bully me about this. I bought this shirt and I didn't buy a PS5, despite the fact that this costs more than a PS5. Because it's Balenciaga, I think it was
Oh,
like
is it
one.
actually?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
I think it was like 1K or something.
What?
And then my friends are roasting me, being like, you know, like, why the fuck have you bought a shirt that says PS5 if you hate the PS5 so much?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, a shirt keeps you warm. PS5 has no fucking games. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing to play on it.
Is it like Balenciaga like came out with like a PS5 like collab?
Yeah, it's a. I showed
So
it.
it's like official like actual.
Yeah, it says in the back. It's like
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's
And then, so they came up with that. It was gonna be the big thing, and then they just made no games.
Yeah, literally. So they're too busy making clothes instead of like fucking games.
Yeah. Balenciaga, and also well, there's that whole backstory. But,
Oh, yeah, well,
we'll get into that. So, yeah. Well, we'll end on that.
What a great way to end.
All right.
That's what it is. See ya.